Well, hello there. It's a lovely Wednesday afternoon. It is about 10 to 4, sorry, 10 to 4 in the afternoon. I had a few chores to do this morning. So I was rather pleased that the sun wasn't out. It was in full sunlight. I went to pick up, I had to have some insurance documents signed. I had to pay 50 quid for it so that I could get a payout. So I took it into the doctors yesterday. They signed it and sent it back, and I went in, paid my money, took the letter to the car, sat in the car for a few minutes looking at it and going, oh my God, what's he done here? The doctor hadn't filled out the form properly. He'd only put in there that I'd been in hospital for those first 5 days, not the second day when I was admitted under emergency circumstances to have my toe amputated. Anyway, so the doctors have got the form back. They're going to fill it in and send it back to me again, and hopefully they won't charge me another 50 quid for their muck up. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how the doctors will only take cash for things like this, and they won't take credit cards, which is going against the norm, isn't it, really? Because everywhere is now refusing to take cash. It's card only. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, somebody left a nasty comment saying they're a bit fed up with me moaning about my foot. Okay, I won't go on about my foot anymore. But yeah, I was just giving you an update on my foot. The dressing is getting better. Oh, sorry, the dressing's not getting better. The foot's getting better. Yeah, so I'm trying not to, but it is part of my life. And as you know about my channel, it is about life's journey, isn't it? And everything that affects me and everything that I like to do. And one of the things I do like to do is to feed the robins. And the wind's just picked up. And I've just seen a robin flirting over there, back to its baby robin that had just suddenly decided to perch on one of the spare chairs that we've got down there. Sat on that and started to feed the baby robin. So I do have some mealworms in the kitchen. Mealworms are in the kitchen soaking. So I'm going to set up a camera and put it on one of the solar lights and see if I can pick it up. Yeah, so that would be nice. I've been trying to get some birds playing in my little tiny bird watering trough, but they haven't come. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's in the wrong place. Maybe I should put it out somewhere more open or less, with more overhang, so they can get a quick getaway. Stop any of the big birds from getting them. We'll see. I'll have a look, do a bit of research and find out where the best place is to have a bird bath in the house. Sarah said she's seen them down there, but I just haven't had the camera out at the right time. I didn't hear anything. Oh, that was a dog barking. Somebody must be at the door, or Sarah come home. Must be Sarah come home from work. She had a doctor's appointment at 2:00, so she'll be home now. Sure she will. Anyway, I can't get how good the weather's been. Absolutely fantastic. I've heard it's going to rain a little bit towards next week. I forgot to look up Gavin's weather channel this morning. It was there, but I had to go out. I haven't got round to looking at Gavin's weather forecast for today and tomorrow. So I shall go and do that in a minute as well. Find out what's going on. But saying that, I have found my power cable and my power bank, my extension cable that I normally use for doing night lapse photography. You know, where I set the camera up, look at the sky, and take pictures of the night sky when it's dead clear. Well, I don't think it's going to be clear tonight, but that will allow me to put the camera out to take pictures of the bird bath, and I'll try and set it up really early so it starts taking photographs at dawn. Before dawn hits, I'll start the camera. But yeah, you never know. Yeah, I just had a bit of a sleep. Oh yes. There it goes again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start putting in buy me a coffee thing. I know you probably won't buy me a coffee for the vlogs, Buy me a coffee hasn't really worked for the last couple of years anyway. No one's ever bought me a coffee for the last 3 or 4 years. 3 years, I would say. I think it was 2003 was the last time someone bought me a coffee. Maybe it's because I stopped advertising the fact that I have that facility. I know I did quite well when I did that viral video about the ship that crashed into the bridge at Baltimore. I think I've got 20 quid in extra money. The thanks button, which is down there somewhere. Yeah, so that was that pleased me. Well, could do with that money now. So next week I'm going to have to start looking at finding ways of getting extra benefits. So I've applied for a disabled badge from a foot, a blue badge, so I should be able to park a bit closer to shopping centres until I'm fully fit. I'm going to try and get some PIP, and I do believe I'm entitled to universal credit as well, and I should be able to get some statutory sick pay as well. So I should be okay for money, but any extra that I get from YouTube is always welcome, isn't it? But like I say, with the vlogs, just to make it fair. If you don't want to watch the video all the way to the end, but just be assured that I won't put any midterm adverts in, so that you can in fact enjoy the video all the way to the end without being bugged by adverts. Oh yeah, did you see that? That was the dog did that the other day. This is blinking blood thinners that I'm on. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? My mind's rambling on here. So I did actually look up blood thinners and how long you should take them for after you've had major surgery, and it came back saying that if you're up and about and mobile after the toe surgery that I've had, you should really only limit the blood thinners for 1 to 2 months, or in my case, because I'm diabetic, maybe 3 to 4 months. Well, I've been on it for the last 3 months, so I should really think about coming off. Anyway, I went to also spoke to the doctor's receptionist yesterday and asked them whether I should come off these blood thinners, as I've been on them for 3 months, just more than 3 months now, I suppose. And she obviously didn't know, so she went back to the doctor, and lo and behold, next thing I know is that my chemist is saying, we've received your prescription and we'll let you know when it's ready to collect. And then this morning I got a phone call from the doctor's surgery saying, oh, we prescribed you some more of those blood thinners. Yeah, okay, that's good, because I did run out on Friday, so I will be having more blood thinners, and apparently I'm going to have to take them for the rest of my life. Yeah, doesn't getting old suck. They say, oh, because I've got blocked arteries in my leg, they reckon that I'm going to have blood thinners, which is okay. I mean, I don't feel any different in myself. It's just that when you get a slight wound, a nick on your skin, it just doesn't stop bleeding. Yeah, I know some of you say I'm a little bleeder, don't they, Tony? Yeah. Yeah, you know you are, Tony. Yeah. Yeah. What else is going to do? Oh yeah, I was a bit went a bit mad. I bought. While I had a little bit of money left, I actually bought some flowers just to cheer myself up. So I've got a few plants that were on sale, 3 for a couple of quid. So I bought some of those when we went out yesterday. I took Sarah to the garden centre just to cheer her up. She likes walking through there. Anyway, she bought me a coffee and a cake. So she didn't spend too much. I didn't spend too much either. I did buy the dog some treats though. I do have some fish, little tiny sprat things. She loves those. She really does. So I shall be feeding her one of those in a minute as a treat. But we don't do her tea until 6 o'clock. We get up in the morning and feed her at 6 in the morning. And then at 6 o'clock we feed her again. So she'll have enough time for it to go through and do ablutions in the garden, as it were. And this weather, it'll still be nice and light to go out and clear up after her. But yeah, she's been pretty good today. Pretty good. She's getting more and more house trained. If any of you have owned a Boston, you'll know that they are notoriously bad for house training. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the arse having to lay down puppy pads, but most of them these days, she'll do one pee on one puppy pad, and she might do one poo on another one. But during the day, she won't wee or poo in the house anymore, which is absolute godsend, isn't it? When they start behaving like that. We know our habits now. We know when she wants to go. When she gets up and starts pacing, we got to get up quick and take her to the door. It's either for a wee or a poo. And she'll go out and do it outside now, which is so much better. But yeah, she's getting better though. She's holding on during the night, which is good. They do say for every month of a puppy's life, they can withhold their wee or poo for an hour. So she's 6 months now, so she should be able to hold her wee or poo for 6 hours. And they say the best thing to do when it's an hour after she's been fed, that she'll have a poo. So if any of you are thinking about getting a Boston, they are so much fun, but they are a bit of a bind when it comes to potty training. As it were. I was just thinking, is that Sarah coming? No, that's not Sarah coming. So what else has been happening? I've been busy doing that course on my A2 C of C. Like I said, I've done 3 of the modules so far that had quizzes at the end, and I've passed the quizzes. One of them took me a bit of time because of all the acronyms, getting used to them. But the rest of it was all just like sensible common knowledge stuff about LiPo batteries and about this, that and the other. Anyway, I passed those flying colours straight away, so that's good. And I'm just going through the next one about health and well-being, which is, it's a bit oh yes, right, that's right. The third one I was doing was about clouds, meteorological studies. It was, I wouldn't say that was so important for a drone pilot, simply because we're not travelling that far away. If you're in an aircraft, of course, you want to know what the weather's like. You want to see the clouds in the distance and know what's going to be under those clouds. But for a drone, I suppose you're not going to be that far away. I mean, not literally miles away, but you could be. You could be a good, I don't know, what's it, half a kilometre away probably. So, yeah. But anyway, that's part of the course. That's what they want, and I did it and passed that with flying colours as well, because I did that in the Scouts actually. I did meteorological, tongue-tied. I did the weather when I was a Scout, and we're doing all the cumulonimbus and stuff like this, and the herringbones and all that kind of stuff back in the Scouts. So I do remember quite a bit from then. We're just going back a few years ago, isn't it? And we did do a little bit at college 40-something years ago when I was doing my cadetship. We brushed on that then, as well as all my helicopter flying that I used to do, radio-controlled helicopters. I must do a little tiny comparison video to work, just to go through it with you all. The difference between a drone and a radio-controlled helicopter, and all the controls that you would need for a radio-controlled helicopter and radio-controlled drone. Now, you can set the radios up exactly the same, so you might want to fly mode 2, which is more realistic, I say, to flying a helicopter than it would be flying your video game, because often your video game is back to front, you're where you want things to be. If you're right-handed, is you want the main controls in your right hand, and then you want the other controls that don't need directional control in your left hand. It's except for the rudder, of course. Your rudder's in your left hand, so that's just either. That's left to right. But otherwise, everything that you want when you're flying a helicopter is normally done in this hand, using that control rod that's centralised to you. Anyway, so what's the time? Oh, I've rabbited on. I know I've gone over 8 minutes. I can't quite see. It's so bright. 16 minutes, something like that. Anyway, I've gone over. So I hope it hasn't been too boring. And I'll see you all on the next one. I do enjoy doing these little videos, and it's a bit of a hobby, I suppose. But yeah, so look out for the one with the robin. Hopefully I shall get it. Anyway, catch you all on the next one. Bye then.